Hey everyone! Today, we're going on a journey back in time to explore the life and wisdom of one of the most influential thinkers in history, Confucius. His teachings have shaped not only Chinese civilization, but also the entire world, guiding leaders, scholars, and everyday people for over 2,000 years. What was his life like? What were his core beliefs? And how can we apply his wisdom today? Stick around and let's dive into the incredible story of Confucius. The life of Confucius, from humble beginnings to eternal legacy. Confucius, whose real name was Kǒng Fūzǐ, was born in 551 BCE in the state of Lu, in what is now Shandong Province, China. His early life was far from privileged. His father, a military officer, died when Confucius was only 3 years old, leaving his family in poverty. His mother, despite the hardships, dedicated herself to his education and upbringing, instilling in him a deep love for learning and moral integrity. As a young boy, Confucius showed a remarkable thirst for knowledge. Unlike many of his peers, who accepted their social status as unchangeable, he believed that education was the key to personal growth and a better society. He read ancient texts, studied history, and immersed himself in the traditions and rituals of early Chinese civilization. Confucius, as a scholar and teacher, as he grew older, Confucius took on various government jobs, including managing grain supplies and overseeing livestock. However, he found true purpose in education and philosophy. In his 30s, he began teaching, gathering a group of dedicated students. Unlike many scholars of his time, Confucius believed that education should not be reserved for the nobility. Instead, he taught anyone who was willing to learn, regardless of their social background. His teachings focused on ethics, leadership, respect, and the importance of self-cultivation. He firmly believed that a well-educated and morally upright person could transform society. His reputation as a wise teacher spread, and he gained many followers who would later record and preserve his teachings. Political ambitions and thought. Confucius wanted to bring his ideas into practice through government service. His vision of a morally upright society was not widely accepted by the ruling elite. He briefly held a political position in Lu, where he implemented reforms that promoted merit-based governance rather than hereditary privilege. However, his policies threatened corrupt officials, leading to his eventual resignation. For nearly 14 years, Confucius wandered from state to state, hoping to find a ruler who would embrace his philosophy of ethical governance. Despite being met with rejection and at times hostility, he never abandoned his ideals. Eventually, he returned to Lu, where he spent his final years teaching and refining his thoughts. He passed away in 479 BCE at the age of 72. But his legacy was just beginning. The core teachings of Confucius, a blueprint for a harmonious society. Confucius' philosophy is built on morality, respect, and lifelong self-improvement. He believed that a well-ordered society could only be achieved if individuals cultivated their character and followed ethical principles. 1. The importance of virtue. Ren. The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. At the heart of Confucian thought is Ren, often translated as humanness or benevolence. This virtue emphasizes kindness, compassion, and empathy in human interactions. Confucius believed that people should strive to be good not just for personal gain, but because goodness itself is the foundation of a stable and just society. 2. Proper conduct and rituals. Li. Respect yourself, and others will respect you. Confucius emphasized the importance of rituals, traditions, and social etiquette. To him, following customs and demonstrating proper behavior were not just about politeness, but about maintaining social harmony. He believed that respecting elders, honoring traditions, and behaving with dignity created a sense of order and mutual respect. 3. Filial piety and family values. Zhao, a man should practice what he preaches, but he should also preach what he practices. Confucius saw the family as the foundation of a strong society. He taught that children should respect and care for their parents, and in turn, parents should educate and guide their children with love and wisdom. This mutual respect within the family would extend to the broader society, fostering a culture of duty and responsibility. 4. The ideal gentleman. Junzi, to see what is right and not do it is a lack of courage. A key concept in Confucianism is the Junzi, or superior man. This ideal individual is not defined by birth or wealth, but by character, wisdom, and virtue. A Junzi is honest, respectful, disciplined, and always strives for moral excellence. Confucius believed that anyone could achieve this status through education and self-improvement. Confucius's influence on history and modern society. Confucius' ideas laid the foundation for what became known as Confucianism, which shaped Chinese society for over 2 millennia. His teachings influenced politics, education, and personal development across East Asia, including Japan, Korea, and Vietnam. Even today, Confucian values continue to influence business ethics, family structures, and leadership principles worldwide. Many modern concepts of servant leadership, ethical governance, and self-discipline are deeply rooted in his philosophy. Famous quotes from Confucius' wisdom has stood the test of time. Here are some of his most profound quotes. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop before you embark on a journey of revenge. Dig 2 graves. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. We have 2 lives, and the second begins when we realize we only have one. How we can apply Confucius's teachings to dive in the modern world. Confucius's wisdom is incredibly relevant. Here's how we can apply his teachings to our daily lives. Personal growth. Never stop learning and improving yourself. Respect and kindness. Treat others with compassion and dignity. Discipline and hard work. Success comes from persistence and ethical conduct. Leadership by example. Lead with integrity and inspire others through your actions. Family and community. Strong family bonds create a stable and prosperous society. By embracing these principles, we can build better relationships, become better leaders, and contribute to a more harmonious world. So, what do you think about Confucius's teachings? Do his ideas still make sense in today's world? Let's discuss in the comments. And if you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more wisdom from history's greatest thinkers. See you in the next one.